Hello, you all. This is going to be a general collective guidance reading for Gemini full moon, which will be, I believe, the 12th or the 13th, depending on what part of the world you're in. Um, this is for people who are in relationships. Okay, so if you're partnered, engaged, married, for those of you also who are single, so this is in the areas of love. Okay, in the areas of love and relationship and partnerships. Okay, this full moon is going to be important since it's the last full moon of the year. Not only that, Gemini represents the areas of communication, um, creative thinking, innovative thinking. I'm getting that this full moon is going to really test our beliefs, our perspectives, the way that we communicate out in the world. It's like all of that is going to be put out on the table, and it might not be easy because it's like going to push us to really question everything. It's going to feel very unsafe. Okay, so like if I believe that God was a Teletubby and someone told me that that's ridiculous, there's no God, or God is this or God is that, and this all of this stuff is going to come up for me that shows me or tests me into believing that this Teletubby God may not be real. Okay, so it's like, and it's not even, I'm just using that as an example, but on a more serious note, you might be questioning whether or not this person is meant to be in your life anymore, even though you've had all of the signs, the connection is deep, you've known this friend for years, but something is going to come up that makes you test that belief that this person, that this is what you believe it to be, that it is what it is, that this religion is that religion, this ideology is this, 2 plus 2 equals 4. All of that is going to be questioned, okay? It's going to be questioned. So with that, I'm going to start with the reading, and I've pulled the cards out, or I shuffled them in a way that I put them in a circular motion, but I'm going to pull 6 cards out of the deck that I feel guided to pull. Okay, so the first card represents how is this full moon speaking through you, okay? In the areas of love and relationships, how is this full moon speaking through us? We have the High Priestess. Okay, what changes in the areas of communications and thought processes need to shift in the areas of love? This card's sticking out. The Nine of Cups. Okay, how can you utilize this full moon energy when it comes to love? How can you utilize this full moon energy? I have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so what thought processes and ways of communication need to be released when it comes to love and relationships? Okay, this is the King of Swords. Okay, so how can you tap into these innovative ideas in order to set intentions when it comes to love? How can you tap into these innovative ideas in order to help you set intentions? You have the Empress. Okay, and lastly, what is the lesson that this full moon energy, Mercury, and the divine wish to do, wish to teach us? Okay, so what is the lesson? The Tower card. All right. So I'm going to put my cards back and I'm going to put them in a position. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So with the High Priestess, this represents how this full moon energy is speaking through us. Okay. And we have the High Priestess card. So how it's speaking through us? It's going into some very deep stuff within us. Things that we necessarily, I don't know how to articulate this energy. This what I'm picking up. So I believe that this person is meant to be in my life because of this. I'm going to use this as an example. Okay. When it comes to love and relationships. So I believed, based upon this website, this person on YouTube, that, okay, that makes sense. So this person must be the one for me. Okay. Even though I questioned it before, but I told myself not to question it because everyone else is experiencing this in some kind of way. And I'm getting all of these signs and synchronicities. I'm dreaming of this person, but it's not working. What's wrong with me? Deep down inside, there's something within me that says something's not right about this because it's not working for everyone. Where did it come from? How did this originate? Who made the rules? Who said that my soulmate has to be this? Or who says that my divine partner, this must occur in order for that to be so? Who made the rules that in December that all of us who are in love with this person, we would all be together with this person? Knowing that everyone starts their own journeys and everyone falls in love in their own time, and there's things that must be played out. We all have unique individual life blueprints. So how can that be so? This is what this card is. There's deep knowledge and wisdom, sacred knowledge within you that knows the truth. That's coming up. This is what's going to be speaking through you. That's your higher self speaking through you. That you're questioning your beliefs, things that you really thought were true, but and there's little tidbits of things over the course of time that you were questioning. Like this friendship, this person makes me feel very bad, but at the same time we have a good time, we enjoy ourselves, we laugh. I've known this person since I was in 6th grade. How can I let this person go? This is my best friend, this is like my sister, this is like my brother. How do I let them go? Well, this person makes me feel really shitty. They compete with me. They're not helping me to grow. They're not on the same path as me. They want to party all the time. I want to go to a poetry lounge. They want to go to a club. So like different things. It's like this is your higher self speaking through you and questioning all of that. It's like putting it all out on the table for you. Black and white, making sense of everything. The shadow aspects. Not just taking what you see as so. It's like looking underneath the surface. All right. What changes in the area of communication and your thought process need to shift when it comes to love and relationships? And you have the 9 of Cups. So things that need to shift in this area, it's kind of like you're being a little, I'm getting overly greedy with when it comes to love. Like this has to be that, and this needs to be this, and if I don't feel this, then this isn't real. And if this person isn't doing this for me, then they must not love me. It's like there's a level of greediness that you feel like you're entitled, or this, that you feel like this has to occur, this needs to happen. You're sitting on this throne and you're unhealthy within it. Okay. um you've overate yourself, like you overate when it comes to these beliefs and like things that you, it's like these 9 of Cups, you're drunken, but at the same time I'm getting these cups represent some type of healing that needs to occur, like once and for all. This being the 9 of Cups, the 9 represents once and for all. You need to end these things that you think are true, that you need to have, that this person needs to be point A, point B. They need to have this. They got to say this for me to believe it's real. I got to meet them here. It's like, again, questioning everything, because it's like you're stuck on this. It's unhealthy. You're believing that something is so, even though you know it's unhealthy. You're not happy. You're drunken. You feel depressed. You feel sad. You feel a lack of self-worth because of something that's not working, because of your expectations possibly, or you're just not seeing the big picture, not seeing things clearly. It's like laid out in front of you. Like it's like telling you that you have a drinking problem, but you deny it and you still drink from the same cups. You still drink. You're still drunken, like drunken. You just keep it going. Okay, still turning up even though you're sick. You have, your stomach is hurting all the time. You're throwing up. So if something makes you sick and you're doing it excessively, that is a sign that you've gone overboard. Okay, at least that's what I'm getting from this energy, from this card. I know that's not always the depiction, but that's what I'm getting. How you can utilize this full moon in the areas of partnerships is Ten of Wands. So you have to really work hard in this energy. You gotta, it's like, utilize it by charging forward with determination and knowing that you're gonna get to the conclusion, or things will, there's gonna be something that through this energy, even though it might be tough right now, it's tough to decipher things, it's tough to just be in this energy. Go with it, continue to fight towards the end, because you're being led somewhere, like, and I'm getting that it's going to be that major clarity that you need. Okay, it's like it's going to help you make sense of things. Okay, so utilize this energy by just working through it. Even though it might be tough, keep going. Don't beat yourself up. Don't overthink things too much, because you don't want to overthink. You do want to think, you do want to look for clarity, but you don't want to overdo it. Okay? So the thought processes and ways of communication that need to be released. And you have the King of Swords. So this person is sure of himself. He knows what he knows. He's he's wise. He's well educated. He's experienced things. So it's like he feels like he knows he's got it. He sees the way through. And when he communicates, he speaks with assertion and confidence within what he's saying. And he's making sure that you get it and you understand it. He articulates things very well. But the thing is, the king can be knocked off of his throne, is what I'm getting. So these things that you believe to be true when it comes to love and relationships, because you've gone through these experiences, you've gone through the lessons, you've been with this person for such a long time, you've loved this person for such a long time, you've been married for so many years. However, it's like these things are going to be released in some way for you. Everybody's is going to be a different scenario, but something that you really believe in. There's this sword that you're not letting go of, that you know that you got it. It's like something, I know I got this. I know that I'm seeing this right. That this is what it is. And I'm able to express myself very well. I'm able to, I convince myself very well that this is what this is. But that something that you're holding on to needs to be released, because there's a little bit of stubbornness with this king here. He's a little bit stubborn. Okay, so I'm getting, just think about it. Just think about it. Don't overthink. Don't overthink, because you can easily get caught up in this energy. Like you could miss the point of it, overthinking. Okay, so don't overthink. They're saying that don't overthink. It's not that hard. The energy is going to be a little bit difficult because of the things that are coming up for you, the experiences that you might have, but don't overthink too much, because what you're overthinking, it's not that complicated. If that makes sense. So how can you tap into these innovative ideas and set intentions which will be in your highest good when it comes to love? You have the Empress. Okay. So in order to tune in, you have to nurture yourself within this energy and say, you know what, it's okay. I'm going to figure this all out. I'm not going to judge myself. I'm not going to judge anybody else. I'm not going to point the fingers, blame anybody. I'm going to be in a place of, I'm going to be nurturing to myself. I'm going to be careful with myself. I'm going to be stable within myself. I'm going to give myself patience and give myself time. Okay? But I am going to seek the wisdom and the knowledge. And I'm going to make sure that I push myself in this energy not to give up. Knowing that there might be some labor pains. It's been a hard trimester. Think of it as a pregnancy. But I'm getting closer to this birth. And it may be a little painful, but when it's all said and done, I'm going to see the beauty of what is out there for me, what I've really been creating this whole time. I'm going to see that. So I'm going to nurture myself. And from that space, it's easy for me to know what I want and how to set these intentions from my highest place. Because this woman, she's on her pedestal. She's on her throne. She's healed. She has the knowledge. She has the wisdom. She's being carried. And this is a major arcana. So this is divine energy backing you. 3 is also about collective communication or community, creativity, the Holy Trinity. So you're not working by yourself. This is a collective effort, and it's also an effort by your highest self and your spiritual team that's helping you. Okay. All right. Last card from the spread is, what lessons does this full moon energy, Mercury energy, and divine spirit wanting to teach us when it comes to love? And it's the Tower. So although things might seem chaotic, things might not even feel safe anymore. You don't know what's what to believe, who to believe, where do I go? Did I really want this? Can I have this, or can I let that go? And I'm not just getting romantic partnerships. I'm getting friendships. I'm getting relationships that you've built over the years. Maybe even family for some of you. There's elements of these relationships that need to be released as a whole, or aspects of it that need to be released. But nonetheless, something's coming down. And it might appear to you that this energy is all over the place. It's chaotic. You don't know what's what. But because this is an energy it's tapping out. The energy is, I'm getting like it's this tiny little hole, this black hole, and it's closing. So it's like you're feeling all of that. And you're afraid because this new energy is kind of feel it a little bit. You kind of sense that it's coming, so you're afraid. Nothing feels the same. But chaos, if you look at chaos from a higher perspective, it's needed because it's shifting, it's ever changing. It doesn't stay the same. We're not supposed to stay the same. Our beliefs, our feelings, they're ever changing. Nothing is meant to stay the same. And it's like you have to release attachments, because it's like this old building that has been there for years and they finally tear it down for a new building. So it's like that's how this is being depicted in a sense. So they're teaching us to let go of these structures. Just let them go. It's like transmute this energy. Throw everything old into the fire that you're being guided to, that does not serve you, that doesn't feel good anymore. Throw it in the fire and see what else comes out of it. They're trying to teach you to let go. Okay? The Tower card is not as scary as long as you flow with this and you take the risk of letting go. But when you're holding on tightly and you're afraid, you don't want to step out of your comfort zone, then that's when the Tower gets scary. That's when things are like forced out of your hands. And that's what you don't want. That's more painful than just going with this and say, you know what? This isn't working, and I know it's not working. So I'm just going to trust myself and go with where I'm being led, and I'm not going to make any assumptions about it. I'm just going to see what happens, and I trust that the divine has me. This is another major arcana, so this is divine orchestration. It's everything is in divine. This is in God's hands, the higher power's hands, the most high, great spirit, whoever you call it, the universe. It's in its hands, and it's being controlled in your favor. There's nothing to fear. All right. So I'm going to pull an advice card or guidance card here. And I'm going to ask the archangels, the angels, the high council who lovingly guide us and assist us, who are pure love and justice. I ask for highest guidance for the collective for this Gemini full moon when it comes to partnerships. What is the message that you wish to relay to us? Okay, so Angel of Diet and Nutrition. They're saying to pull 4, so I'm going to pull 4. All right. First card, they're saying with this is that It says you intuitively know what's good for you. So you know when something is not good for you or healthy. When a relationship, a connection is no longer healthy, there's aspects of it that you need to release. Or just release it in total, like, fullness. Like, you have to love yourself first. You have to heal yourself first. Okay? To attract what you want. And this is, this might not even be sufficient anymore. But if you wish to have something, you have to be that which you want to attract. Okay? That's ancient law, but who's to say that this ancient law even stands anymore? But you know what's good for you and what isn't. So what do you do with that? Okay, so they're wanting to leave it up to you. What do you do with that? Angel of psychic ability. So your senses are going to be very heightened. You're going to be sensing things very, very strongly. Okay, your thoughts. You're going to hear voices. For some of you, it's going to be loud and clear. These thoughts are going to spark through. You're going to start having vivid dreams, like, very strongly during this energy. You're going to be seeing things. It's like you're going to be seeing through things very, very clearly. Some of you are already in that space right now. But you have to trust in your highest self. You have to trust where you're being led. And some of it, it's not going to be comfortable. It's going to hurt a little bit. It's going to disappoint you. But it's all in your highest good. And you have to love yourself. The lesson for you, a lot of you, with these relationships, these partnerships, is to love yourself. You're allowing yourself to give of yourself too much to where you're depleted. You have nothing else left for you. You feel sad because it's not being reciprocated. It's not being given back to you. You're doubting yourself. You don't feel beautiful. You feel like something is wrong with you. You feel like you're stupid, that you've been used and abused. But all of this was a lesson for you to find your self-worth. Are you going to see it now? It's like, are you going to see that now? This full moon is going to illuminate that for you. That's going to be communicated. Some of you are going to go off and tell someone, I'm not going to be mistreated anymore. You're not going to use me. You're not going to have me sit around and take care of your kids while you go out and you don't pay me, or you don't acknowledge my efforts, or you're not going to go around and cheat on me and sleep around on me and then come back to me and expect me to be here. You're not going to be this friend that does not support my dreams, does not encourage me, and then expect me to be there for you and listen to you hours on the phone. It's like little things, like whatever it is for you. I've been working for this company for years, and all you've done was abuse me and use me. I bring you coffee just the way you like it, and you still won't give me the vacation time that I've asked for. But I did it out of the kindness of my heart. But I can't get any inch of that back. That's a lesson for you, to love yourself. Don't deplete yourself expecting to get something in return. Love because it's what you're wanting to do, what you're willing to do, but don't do it to where you say, F myself and I'm going to love this person more. There's no purity in that. The intention might have been pure, but in essence, it's not pure love. You love when you want to love, and at the same time, keeping that for yourself, keeping out of balance. Okay? Angel of space clearing. So you're cleaning out. You're cleaning house. And it's going to be sad. Some of you it's going to be hard. I'm telling you, for some of you, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be that easy. For some of you, it will be a little hard where you will feel sad. You will cry a little bit. And naturally, when you're releasing something that you've been attached to, you cry. That's a sign of release. So ultimately, you see the truth that there's things that you got to let go of. It's not healthy for you anymore. It's like deteriorating. All of that's going to be cleared away. And with that being said, you guys, I send you all lots of love and lots of light. And I wish you all the best. I send you healing. I ask your angels and your guides to surround you to support you, to uplift you, and for other people around you to support you and uplift you who are of your highest good to help you get through this. All right? Because it's not that bad. It's exciting because you're coming into a new, I'm going to say a new era, but you're coming into a new energy, a new vibe, a new you, new people coming in, new ideas, new beliefs, new perspectives is coming in for you. So that's something to celebrate and be excited about. So why not take care of the old stuff, get it out the way, so then when the new comes, it will be much, much brighter for you, clearer. All right, you guys, take care.